What's up, guys? It's Barrett, and today we're going to learn Misery Business. Let's get into it. So the very first groove is a crash-based groove. I'm going to be playing lefty throughout most of this song, but you can obviously play right-handed like normal. But the beat starts out with a flam, big nice flam, play one hand right after the other, then straight into the crash. Chop. Something like that. So slower, do do pa do do ka do 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 pa do do ka do 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 pa do do ka do 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 pa do bega bega ba do do pa do do pa do 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 pa do do pa do 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 pa and fill do 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 pa. And that kind of takes you into the verse, which he uses. Well, I call this style flam bass because you're using your flams and you're using the bass drum in between them. And so what I tell my students is just practice a bunch of flam bass, right? Whether it's flam bass back and forth or flam bass bass, which is used, both of those patterns are used in this instance. So you got so it's do do pa do do bluk bluk do do pa do do pa do do pa. And you just got to get that 2, 2, back and forth, 2, 2. And you just practice flam bass in general, man. Flams, bass drums, 2 flams. In this case, you don't have 2 flams, but you could. You could practice that, you know. Then it moves to the same idea, but with the hi-hat. He starts going back and forth between do do pa do do pa. Until eventually do do pa and digga 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 digga. You know, you kind of do like a bunch of snare stuff. You know, and then you just kind of go around the toms and come back to the snare, right? So you got to practice your singles. Digga digga digga. You know, something like that. No one really knows what he does right there. You just play something, you know. Then for the chorus, it's really clear, and it's do ka do pa 1. So it's just a basic punk groove for the chorus. Do cha, do cha, do cha, do cha. Then you have a fill. Then washy hat with lots of bass, right? So the bass and the hat follow each other. Boom, boom, pa, boom, 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 pa, boom, boom, pa, boom, 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 pa. And then eventually it's together. Usually when you have that style, you're going to play the bass drum inside of the cracks of where you're not playing the hands, you know? So what's funny is this song is really an accumulation of lots of different things put together. From lots of flam bass ideas, whether that's hand, foot, foot, or hand, foot, to lots of like keeping a regular hat pattern or regular crash pattern, but playing stuff like so there's a lot of independence happening here. So just practice those kinds of ideas, you know? Together, off. But in this case, we have pa, 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 And then there's always fills that are kind of connecting things. Then you go back into the verse thing, you know? This song is really hard to play without any music. I got him where I want him now. Tell me about the tension to break. Telling to feel so good. 'Cause I got him where I want him now. So few words. So kind of like digga digga digga, you know, chugga digga digga, chugga Shaka digga digga yeah. So snare, hi, floor tom, bass, wham. Shaka digga digga. I don't know, something like that. I'm lefty, so I'm trying to figure out how a right-handed person would play it. Then in the bridge, you have the bass and the hat, right? It's the typical ticka, 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 and that's molar, right? So you got like this accent tap thing happening there. Accent on the shoulder, tap on the top of the hat with the bass on your main quarters. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Obviously, it's faster than that, but I'm just showing you what he's doing. And then eventually he starts adding the whole 16ths in there, 1E into 2E into 3E into, and that brings you into the part where it's So what's happening there? Well, it's a whole bunch of accent tap ideas, right? Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Those are really just groups of threes. So you do accent tap tap, accent tap tap, accent tap 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 tap, accent tap tap, accent tap tap, accent. Accent. See, when you get really comfortable with accent tap, all it really is a melody with accents, because your taps are just acting as the foundation. So as a drummer, we don't think about that part. We think about the accent part as like a melody, right? Boom. He's just doing it really fast. And dooku chat, 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 chat. Then he starts playing the snare on the downbeat, which is what makes that part kind of cool when they come back into the chorus. It's snare, bass, 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 snare, bass, 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 snare, bass, 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 snare, bass, bass, bass. Lots of energy. And the snare's on the downbeat, which is what makes that part sound kind of weird. And then that crazy fill. Who knows, man? It's just kind of like a daga, whatever, da-da, you know? You know, I mean, all drummers we just kind of pull that part off. You know what I mean? You know, that kind of works. Yeah. And that's what we do. We find licks that work for certain parts, right? You know? Well, what I'm playing is and you can put a pickup in there with the bass too. So to break. Back to normal. Boom, chat, dooku chat, dooku chat, dooku chat, tap. So good, 'cause I got it when I want it now. So good, you would. And then back to the beginning. Dooku chat, dooku chat, dooku chat, bigger back. That song was pretty hard to teach, I'm not going to lie, all those parts. But I think we got through it. So there you go. There is Misery Business by Paramore. Thanks for hanging out. And comment below on the next song you want me to teach, all right? I'll see you guys in the next one.